Welcome back to News Radio 930 WBEN for Buffalo Means Business. My name is Buddy Shula. Segment number 3 features the one and only Dr. Gary Olson, president of Daemen College on Main Street in Amherst. And we're also going to bring in our friend Paul Maurer to sit in on this discussion. But Daemen College, a lot in the air at Daemen College. Tell me some of the things, Doctor, that are going on at that great, great facility.
Well, thanks for having me on, buddy. Yeah, there are a lot of exciting things. Most recently, we had a ceremonial groundbreaking for our new Academic and Wellness Center. Now, this is a $5.6 million project. It was the old YMCA building there on Main Street, which was created, I think, in 60 or 61. We purchased that a year ago, and this is the beginning of all the work. And it's a 25,000 square foot building, and we hope to be in by the start of classes in the fall. So in the ceremony, Congressman Higgins was there, and we had a proclamation from the town of Amherst. The supervisor was there, and a number of other people. So it was a very nice event.
You can go to the website and actually see a picture of that at Daemen, DAEMEN.edu. on the website for Daemen College. It's such a great college. How as this year goes? I know you have your commencement coming up.
Commencement's coming up on Saturday. That's right. Yes.
And how has everything? How did the year go?
The year went very well. A lot of improvement of campus. We went through a big beautification process. We have a nice Stonewall now on the outer perimeter, and a new sign, and we've planted trees thanks to Paul Maurer in part.
Paul,
lots of trees.
We were out
on
in front.
campus.
In fact, I was telling the doctor that I was driving by a little while ago, and I was halfway past the college, and I remember to look to the left. I usually like to see how the trees are doing, and I saw this beautiful wall that you had put up. It's it's less of a wall, but more of like a decorative fence.
Wall. Yeah,
decorative wall. It
Yeah.
really looks great, making the college really look sharp.
Right.
Nice stuff.
Yeah, and so, there's a lot of excitement. Another exciting thing is that we also recently had a grand opening of our new visual effects facility in the Tri-Main, a little bit further down from campus on Main Street. And this is a complete $2 million renovation. So it's state-of-the-art facility, thanks to the Buffalo Billion grant that we got.
And when you say that this is visual effects, so this is animation, computer animation, or what does that include?
Yeah, I'd like to. I would say it's sort of it's the ability to touch up video and basically make it anything you want. So it's like Photoshop for video. So they can shoot something in the daytime and they can make it night, vice versa. They can have a blue car in the shot, they can make it yellow.
Really?
So and so the people that get the certificate are learning that trade, and it's more and more in demand because everything nowadays is touched up.
Who is the student that should really consider Daemen College in terms of academics?
Well, probably a few different types. I mean, we're, on the one hand, a very good, solid liberal arts college, so all the usual arts and letters and sciences kinds of courses and degree programs. But we also have a concentration in healthcare. So we have one of the finest physical therapy programs, one of the finest physician assistant and nursing programs, health education programs. So we're very strong in that. We just opened up a new master's in public health, which is something we're very proud of. And there's something that's exciting for you. This was also in the news. You probably saw it on the television. We just signed a historic agreement with Lincoln Memorial University in Tennessee that will enable students here in Western New York to go on to get their doctorate in veterinary medicine. I never could understand why this is so, but it is. There are only 30 veterinarian schools in the country. Only 3 of them in the Northeast. And it's incredible given the sheer number of people that want to be vets. In fact, it got so bad in the 80s and 90s that a few places opened up in the Caribbean. So 10-1, if you look at your next time you're at your vet's office, you look on the wall, you might see a degree from Grenada and not from the United States. So with this agreement, students will take the first 3 years at Daemen in natural sciences. They'll spend the fourth year over in Tennessee, and then they'll get the Daemen degree there, but they will have already been admitted into the doctorate program. And it's a 7-year total program, and it's usually 8 for this, so it's accelerated. So it's really quite a special program.
And it's very unique
Absolutely
as far
unique.
as being a veterinarian. I know a lot of people think of an MD as being the ultimate, in degree and what you have to know. But the thing about veterinarians is they've got to practice on so many different types of species rather than just, we're being operated on or worked on Homo sapiens. You've got from horses to guinea pigs to of course, dogs and everything
bunny
else.
rabbits,
and they can't tell you what's wrong with them. So you've got an even more delicate situation when you're dealing with animals than with humans. So
that's right,
really
and it's become more and more sophisticated over time. That's right. Yeah.
Why are there so few places that you can go to get that degree?
I never understood it. In the Northeast, the three are Tufts, Cornell, and I think the other one is Penn. And these are very hard schools to get into. And so the demand, you were already in a field with high demand. So most people give up. They really do. They just say, I'll never make it. I'll do something else. And so now we're going to open up a whole world of possibilities. Or I should use the college's motto, a whole world of opportunity for students who want to become vets.
I also want to talk a little bit about your PlusUp program. When you were on the show the last time, we talked a little bit about PlusUp. Give us a refresher on that.
Right. Well, PlusUp is a program that I think we invented, in which students can sort of maximize their marketability by, in effect, getting credentials in 2 separate areas rather than just one. And this is especially good for those of us who did or want to study in the liberal arts, because a lot of the liberal arts don't automatically funnel you into a particular job. So if you're an English major, or you study philosophy, or you studied French or German, there's not a specific job usually at the end of that. It enables you to be available to all kinds of different jobs, but it's not like going to school to be a vet, let's say. Well, what the PlusUp does is it allows you to get a second credential. So maybe you're a philosophy major, but you also get a credential in world business, or you're Spanish, and you get, you name it, just plug it in. So there are all kinds of pairings that we have that students can choose this and that, and then they use their credit hours wisely, and they end up with 2 kinds of credentials.
Well, so they're kind of they're beefing up their bachelors of science or bachelor associates. They're beefing that up.
Right. Well, and the way I understand it is that different pairings are different. So one might be a major plus a certificate. One might be the major and then goes right into a master's. So there are different ways to do the PlusUp, but it's a way to do a kind of natural pairing of 2 separate areas.
And makes you more job ready.
Much more job ready.
Which,
right,
of course, is, that's probably what 99.5% of the people that go to college want, is to be able to walk out of the college and say, I'm ready, and have a good choice ahead of them to be able to get into the workforce.
That's right. It gives them more highly sophisticated skills.
Great stuff.
Again, we're here with Dr. Gary Olson, who is the president of Daemen College, Main Street in Amherst. You can see all that they have to offer, including the PlusUp programs, any of the course offerings, any of the majors, the minors, the graduate programs, and much more at daemen.edu.com. So there is one thing I wanted to ask you, and that is, we couldn't end a conversation without talking about the athletic department at Daemen. It's very strong.
Oh, absolutely. We had a very good year this year. Both the men's and the basketball teams were the 2015 USCAA Division I tournament winners, as was the men's golf team. So this was quite something. Track did well as well. So now I must say this will be the last year that we're in that division, the USCAA, because barring some kind of problem that we don't see, we will then be a full member of NCAA and will be the only Division II college in the area. So this is quite something. Not Division III, obviously not Division I, but Division II is a very good one for us to be in because their motto is kind of life in the balance. It's a balance of academic ability and athletic ability. So it's a very healthy kind of way to approach athletics, I think, and also the college experience. So we're looking forward to that.
When do you find out about that?
Well, I think that we're in our last year. They put you through a 3-year process, and we have to do reports. We're doing our last report now. I think it's due on June 1. Then we'll hear something from them, I think, in July. And they've been very complimentary to us. They've really liked how well prepared we were, and they've told us this several times. So I think that, as I say, barring some kind of disaster, I think we're going to be in.
Well, we got our fingers crossed for you. That's going to be great news for you.
Yeah, and especially the way we've been playing, especially in basketball.
Great.
Well, congratulations on this year's 2015 commencement. We will have you back in the fall as we get into the 2015-2016 year at Daemen College. We can encourage anybody to go to the website, find out more information, again, at daemen.edu.com. Right on Main Street in Amherst. Always a pleasure to have on Dr. Gary Olson, president of Daemen College. Thanks for your time. And
thank you, buddy.
Have a great summer, Doctor.
Thank you, Paul.
We'll be right back with Buffalo Means Business on News Radio 930 WBEN.